What is up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in again. If this is your first time here, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe. If you are returning, please also hit that like and subscribe. This is 10 movies in 10 days, where I picked 10 movies pretty much at random off my shelf here in an effort to be more in tune and actually, instead of collecting so much, actually watching the movies that I have curated over a very long time. So far we have looked at other movies like Atomic Blonde, Underworld, Pain and Gain, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, and today we're going to be looking at a movie, Signs. This came out in 2002 and it stars Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix and a very young Abigail Breslin, and it's directed and written by M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan is a very polarizing figure in the film community. I do not claim to be a film expert on any stretch. I have approached my taste for movies as I like what I like and I don't like what I don't like, and sometimes that is a little weird. I'll not like something and then I'll revisit it and I'll be like, I look at it with new eyes years later or something like that. He is the most, in my opinion, the most hit or miss director working right now. He came out very strong out of the gate with The Sixth Sense,
I see dead people,
which is really good. I mean, the twist ending is talked about to this day. He did Unbreakable, which did not do well at first, but it gained a very cult following after its initial release. And then it was looked back really fondly after the influx of superhero movies really started to come up as something that should have been paid more attention to. And then he did movies like The Village, which just kind of playing around online after watching Signs is a very polarizing movie, which I had no idea. I actually liked that movie when I saw it. Again, that's another movie I hadn't seen since it first came out. And then there's this movie Signs, which a lot of people love, and I had only seen it in the theater once in 2002. So here we are 23 years later. I decided to revisit it as part of this series, and I liked it. There's a lot of stuff I liked and there's a lot of stuff I didn't like, and I'll start with the stuff I didn't like. I didn't like, it was very slow paced, which I know people like a slow burn type of thing. I just didn't like it. I thought it was boring in parts. I'm not a religious guy, so I don't really care about him losing his faith, which I know is part of the movie, and we'll get to that. It's very strange. There's not a whole lot I can list. I'll make a list as long as my arm of what I didn't like. What I did like was the very sparing use of seeing the alien throughout the movie. Like, you don't get a good look at it, which is very old school. Now you get to see it the first 15 minutes and that kind of thing. And I loved, there's 3 parts of this movie that I absolutely love, and it's the same 3 parts that everybody remembers, and it's the same 3 parts that I think is why people view this as a classic. And that's when the alien appears on top of the roof at the beginning. It's when they're watching the birthday party footage in Chile or wherever, and the news flashes that silhouette. And then when they, spoiler alert, when they spin the TV around towards the end, I think that's the 3 parts that live in people's minds. It lives in my mind, and because of that, I wanted to revisit this movie and like really see. Oh, and the other thing I liked was it's an hour and 46 minutes. Anyone who knows me and these movies, there used to be a time where you could make a fairly entertaining movie for under 2 hours. Nowadays, it seems like 2 hours is considered a short movie, and these things are 220, 240, 3 hours long, and I've sort of, my patience with that kind of thing is, it runs very thin. I don't like movies long for the sake of being long, which is probably a whole other video I could make. And anyway, so there's actually more stuff I liked than I didn't like, but I didn't like the slowness of the movie and the everything happens for a reason type approach to it. I didn't care that Mel Gibson's character lost faith in God and he's no longer a father. There's a certain part in there where he says, "Don't call me father, I can't find my kids." Okay, I get that. And sort of this underlying message that is faith in God, and there's all sorts of chatter online, which I knew nothing about until I sort of looked into this, that the aliens are not aliens, they represent demons. I don't care about any of that. And so as far as the movie's concerned, when you finally get to see the alien, they use some shoddy, of its time, computer generated CGI stuff, when really, with as little that it's in the movie, I don't know why you couldn't have used a practical person in a suit with some good costume and makeup. I felt like the alien was just subpar. Overall, it's not the classic that it was in my mind. The scenes that are good jump scares and are still good, those parts still hold up. And the premise is good. It's what I like to call a good bones of a story. The ending is a big point of contention. I know they're trying to mimic War of the Worlds and all that. I just didn't like slap together nature of the ending where he spills water on him and boom, we're done. And so it's why I like to do this. It's why I like to do this series. It's why I like to revisit these movies, give them a second chance. Watching them again always helps refresh my memory, because I really only remembered the 3 scenes. Like, I guess they're considered jump scares. But overall, it's not like a great movie that I thought it was, and sort of why I guess me and so many others are kind of wishy-washy on M. Night Shyamalan. Nothing against the man. He's done some great stuff. Split is phenomenal. And I really like that one a lot. I don't remember Glass. I just remember, the only thing I remember about Glass is I didn't like the ending. I thought the ending was strange, and Glass was Split was so good. So, and I haven't seen a lot of his other movies. When his name shows up in the trailers and stuff, it's really hard for me to make the investment to see his movies, because his track record is so strange. And I know that's probably a garbage approach to this kind of thing, a garbage take, as one would say. But I just found this to be meh. 22 years later, 23 years later, Signs to me ended up in the meh category. And that's fine. Not every movie is going to age well or age great, or I'm going to love every movie 20-something years later. Some movies get better with age, and some movies don't. It's not a bad movie, and I can totally see why tons of people love this movie. It's nothing against them. You like what you like, and you don't what you don't. And this one, it looked good. The DVD transfer, the Blu-ray that I have of this, I actually replaced a standard DVD for this. It looks great. It absolutely looks great. If after all these years, I don't know if this was a new. It says it came out in 2008. Just meh for me, and I know that's probably sacrilege, but what do you guys think? How has Signs stood up for you? I know there's tons of symbolism in it. There's tons of religion in it. Oh, the part that totally takes me off of this and why I roll my eyes at M. Night Shyamalan. He shows up in the middle of the movie in a cameo with this soft-spoken, downtrodden attitude, warning Mel Gibson's character of what's going on and how he has one of these things locked up in the pantry. He just leaves it there. And I'm just like, dude, you wrote it, you directed it, you produced it, now you're in it. I know he likes his cameos, but it was like laughable, because I just honestly didn't remember that at all. It was laughable. The fact that you just leave an alien in the pantry seems like a strange choice to me. I think he's one of these guys that he thinks he's more important than he really is. I believe many, many years ago, he's the one that said he's the next Hitchcock, like he coined that phrase. And I always was like, dude, that's not your place to say that. Let history decide your place for that. You can't do that, in my opinion. So, Signs in 2025 is just meh to me. So hammer me down below in the comments and tell me how wrong I am. I know I'm totally gonna get blasted for this take. This is probably one of my stranger takes on the movies I've reviewed so far. Everything else has been pretty down the middle of the road. I like a lot of things more than I don't like. And this was not designed to be picked to trash or to not like. I just grab movies I haven't seen in a while, and this was one of them. So please sound off in the comments below. What do you think of Signs in 2025? Is it good? Do you own it? Do you watch it frequently? Is it something that sits on your shelf and you reflect fondly on the three scenes that everybody else remembers? What are your thoughts on M. Night Shyamalan? What do you think is his best movie? I personally think his best movie is Split. And one day we'll get to that as a review or something, because I just think James McAvoy in Split is a tremendous achievement. And I hope people that get into acting study that particular movie and that role on how to just put it all out there. Anyway, it's not a movie. It's not a review for the movie Split. It's a movie review for Signs. Again, comment below. What do you like about M. Night? What don't you like about M. Night? Is this in your collection? Is it a pickup? Will you ever get a different version if you only have it on standard DVD? You pick up the Blu-ray. You get 4Ks. I'm all about physical media. I'm all about engaging and talking about physical media and movies. So please let me know. If you've made it this far, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe. Please share this channel with other people that like physical media or collect physical media or want to even learn how to start collecting physical media. I do videos about some of the hauls I get, and I recommend where to go. Especially now, people are getting rid of, at the same time people are losing faith in streaming, people are also just getting rid of tons of physical media. So you can find a lot of stuff fairly cheap on the market. I thank you for engaging with me. I thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned for more videos in the future. We're going to be finishing up this series. Got like 3 or 4 more movies to go. Again, take care. Have a great day. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. I'm going to get hammered for this one.